All of you watching this video have a choice, a decision that may seem insignificant and unworthy of much thought in the moment, yet has the power to shape your life in ways that once were unimaginable. We possess powers and access beyond human limitation, walking through life with machines that grant us infinite potential. We've arrived at a point in history where these machines are part of us, and are in many ways how we interact with the world and with each other. Yet, despite how incredible these creations are, it seems they're being employed against the goals of mankind. They've become black holes, eldritch cubes slowly sucking away spirit of the one who dares gaze into its false mirror for too long. A mirror which tries to reflect reality, one that we pay too much attention to, and often mistake for the world we know and love. Everything is balanced. For as much good as the machine has provided our world with, its evil counterpart wields a parallel strength. I fear that this will be the same case with AI. Talks of universal high incomes and global hyper-efficiency may seem pleasing to the masses, but those rose-tinted glasses will only last so long as one wishes to entertain the fantasy. I'm sure you can feel it too, an impending sense of resolution, a point that we may never return from. The choice laid out before you is simple. You can continue as a slave to the machines, batteries for a cause so anti-human and demonic it might as well belong in dystopian science fiction. The price you pay is your own attention. This is what the infernal cabal wants to take away from you. Your attention is the single most important tool you have as a human being. The dark forces at play know this all too well, and have been trying to dismantle it for millennia. Unfortunately for them, they cannot outright remove this ability from your mind, and they likely will never be able to. No, instead they must resolve to the second most effective method. Distract. Their goal is to turn you into the machine that already has its grasp on you, to fragment your attention so much that the driving force behind it, your human spirit, lacks the direction and guidance it requires to do good in this world. To turn you into a readable script, a predictable and controllable sequence of ones and zeros. This is the soul the devil wants. Our ability to will good things into being, to reject the hatred and evil which is deep-rooted in our cognitive frameworks. It is our ability to transcend as conscious beings into the image of what can only be described as God. Whatever label or practice you would like to call this matters very little, for they are all pointing in the same direction. Hell is the fiery pit of doom at the bottom of earth, just as much as it is the inner descension of a man into his most primal nature. Eternal damnation is a destination for those who willingly decide to let go of what they know is right, to turn their attention off, and to see the world as they would like to see it. The satisfaction you receive from social media likes, video games, pornography, doom scrolling is and always has been entirely artificial. These are only some of the primary substances which aim to anesthetize the population. You'll be numb, but just barely satisfied enough. Never fulfilled, never moving, stuck in an endless cycle of meticulously crafted invisible pleasure triggers. Impulse without direction. The game here is not to ignore, or to become content with the way things are and just hope you might feel better someday. Many will give up because they believe there is nothing they can do about it. They become victims of themselves, caged in their own minds. But the truth is, you can make a difference right here and now, and all it takes is for you to make the conscious decision to change. Beyond all of the more practical limitations you can do to reduce the amount of time you spend using these substances, where it really begins is realizing the issue. Without this realization, in your own reality, there would be no problem. There is nothing to be solved. If this is what you believe, then I'm sorry. No, you must see it for what it really is. Look at yourself like a fly on the wall, slowly wasting away in a place whose only task is to keep you inside for as long as possible, while the people out here can do whatever the hell they wish. Come to terms with the fact that you are not the products of what these substances provide you. This is our God-given ability. It's what separates us from the cruelty of our universe. We have the power to reject what we know is wrong and evil. The pleasure and satisfaction you feel when you engage with them is not actually what you are as a conscious being. You are simply aware of what it is to feel that way. And because you are just this awareness, you retain full control of this ability. Your attention can always be directed in any way you please. You've just forgotten how. Or maybe you never learnt you could. This is not esoteric fancy. It is the truth about our cognition, about what it means to really be a conscious being. Every single person watching this video possesses such skills, virtue of them being born as a human being. The material tyrant hates this fact, because when one is aware of his own awareness, he becomes the master of the universe. The going-ons in the world he once stared at with certainty no longer matter to him, for he understands that the world inside of him is the one that reigns supreme. The tyrant hates that we are not the machines, that we cannot view the world objectively like he does. So he must try his absolute hardest, using all the methods in his arsenal, to convince us that what lies outside matters most. So what will your choice be? Maybe you like this sort of empty gratification I've been describing, and by all means, you should continue doing what you've been doing. Just don't come running back complaining where the years went, where nothing you dreamed of came to fruition, because that sort of ignorance is also a choice. Or, will you follow your heart, do what you know is right, change for the health of your soul? There is no practical guide I can give you here. It's not about ticking off items on a list, or doing some strange ancient ritual to gain back control. It is here and now, decision and conviction, impulse with direction. Choose wisely, and good luck on your journey.